Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Dylan Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what we'll be doing is I'm going to be reacting to the 2023-2024 NBA season awards, kind of going through every single award from the MVP, Sixth Man of the Year, Coach of the Year, etc. I have all the awards kind of listed from NBA.com. I'll put a link to it down in the description below, so if you want to go check out all the award winners for yourself, feel free to do so. But like I said, I'm going to go one by one, just kind of give my quick reaction of if I thought the person who won deserved it, not deserved it, if somebody else deserved it, kind of give my opinion on why that person deserved it, and then I'll kind of go from there. So without further ado, I'm going to stop rambling, and we're going to get straight into this. So if you're going to enjoy, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on this video. Be very much appreciated to do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, first up I'm gonna go and start from the bottom. We'll kind of work our way up. As you can see here, we have the new, I think this is a new award, the Social Justice Champion. This says here to be announced, but it was actually announced. It's Karl Anthony Towns. He won the award. I like it. It's kind of more for like, I guess, like the whole like social injustice, like the Black Lives Matter thing. I like the award. He ended up winning the award. Congratulations to him. Anybody these guys could have won it. We have the NBA Hustle Award. I think this was more just like an award for like which player kind of gives the most drive, most hustle, most just energy to the team. They're never walking. They're never just kind of jogging on the court. If there's a loose ball, they're rushing for it. Alex Caruso, I like it. He's always moving. He's like the heart and soul of that Bulls team. He's a very underrated player. I like him to win the award. I like that vote. Next up, we got the Teammate of the Year award. Mike Conley from the Timberwolves. He ended up winning the award. You had a lot of great guys here that could have won it. Mainly just Teammate of the Year award. Just kind of represents like being a great teammate, being there for your guys. If you're struggling, and just kind of get your other guys involved. If you're on the bench, talking to your guys, just being a great guy in the locker room all around, pretty much. And like I said, all of these guys that were kind of voted up here, or like didn't win. Any one of these guys, I think, could have won the award. But Mike Conley, great vote. He's a great guy, great teammate. He deserves it. We got NBA Executive, our Basketball Executive of the Year. Brad Stevens from the Boston Celtics pretty much won it. Pretty much, I think the way this award goes is like if you have a great solid team, or just if the rosters are composed, everybody's kind of working well. Maybe if your money's right with like your cap space and everything like that. I guess just background stuff. This is kind of like a background vote. Like people, the casual fans, they're not really going to look at executives as being like, well, we have the best executive, or we have the best executive. This is more of an underrated kind of like award that like nobody's really paying attention to. But I like Brad Stevens as winning the award. Like I said, look at the Celtics. They're just juggernaut team. They're winning almost all their games in the regular season. They're dominating the playoffs. I feel like for the people who were actually voting and actually understood what they were voting for, if they didn't vote for Brad Stevens, you are crazy. Next up, we got NBA Coach of the Year. Mark, I'm trying to pronounce the name. Digginaut, I think is how you say the name. He's the Oklahoma City Thunder's coach. I am sorry for butchering the name, but I cannot pronounce it. But you also had Chris Finch from the Minnesota Timberwolves and Jamal Mosley from the Orlando Magic. Any one of these guys could have won it. I personally probably would have given it to Jamal Mosley for the fact of how like the Orlando Magic looked this season, getting them back to the playoffs. It was the first time they've been in the playoffs since I want to say 2020. So great job on them. And with the way the roster looked this year, they played really well. But then if you saw the way they played in the playoffs, just getting that team to the playoffs, and the fact that he was able to kind of, I realize it's a regular season award, but still look at the team. The fact that you got them to the playoffs, I probably would have went Jamal Mosley. Chris Finch is a good vote as well. He did get third place, but I think it's mainly because like I think I said it earlier on the season whenever I was talking about like who could they vote for Coach of the Year, MVP and stuff. Usually it goes to like the players or coaches that get like the number 1, number 2 seed. So they could have given it to Joe Mazzulla. They had a chance a couple years ago to give him the Coach of the Year when they were number 1 seed, I believe. This year they were number 1 seed, but I think it was because Oklahoma City Thunder nobody really saw them getting the 1 seed, and the fact that they got it, it pretty much was set in stone that he was going to get the Coach of the Year. We got the key NBA Clutch Player of the Year. Pretty much any player that just comes in clutch can make the clutch shots. Steph Curry, I mean, should I say more? Chef Curry is always going to be clutch. He's always making the clutch threes. This year I realized the team was a little bit down, but Steph Curry's always there. He's always making the shots. He's always going to be there for you. They had DeMar DeRozan in there. I like that vote. If you wanted to vote for him, you could. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The thing with Shai is he's not, I realize I might sound like casual saying this, but when I look at Shai, he's the kind of guy that's just going to score all game long. He's not the kind of guy that's going to really go out there and score a lot, be there, and then whenever it's like 99 to 99, or say like 110 to 110, and you need a shot, you have the game-winning shot, I realize he can make the shot, but I don't look at Shai as like, I want the ball in his hands. DeMar DeRozan, maybe with the mid-range, he's very lethal in that. Steph Curry, I feel 100% confident. You give it to Steph Curry with about 5 seconds to go, swoosh money, it's all day. We got the key NBA Sixth Man of the Year. We got Naz Reid winning the award. I like that vote. Naz Reid is just like the most underrated player in the world right now. The man can play center and defend bigs at ease, and he can also shoot from threes. Like, what else do you want the guy to do? It's like the guy on the defensive end can guard Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic, any of these big men, and then at the same time on the offensive end, he can be at the top of the key or in the wing just draining threes, going 6 for 8 from 3-point range for the game. Looking at the other guys that could have possibly won, Bobby Portis, I like him as a trying to just be up there. I like him as a, if you want to vote for him, I understand why you tried to vote for him, but not really. And Malik Monk, he was, I would have probably put him in second place, Bobby Portis a third, and obviously Naz Reid at first. Malik Monk, he played very solid this year. I would probably give him the votes for second place, but Naz Reid 100% gets the award. We got the Kia NBA Most Improved Player of the Year, Tyrese Maxey. Like, should I say more of why he deserves it? The other guys here, White and Sengun, I think is how you say the name. They played good. Kobe White especially. I wanted to give it to Kobe White, but the way Tyrese Maxey kind of finished the season and kind of kept Philly alive in the playoffs, even before Joel Embiid got back, Tyrese Maxey put the team on his back. There was a lot of people questioning, is he going to be able to step up? James Harden leaves. Is he going to be the right-hand man to Joel Embiid? And he showed out. And like I said, I realize it's a regular season award, but he kind of put the icing on the cake with that playoffs. And it pretty much just made everybody know. It's just the case that you did vote for him. You're like, I don't really know about this vote. Should I have actually voted for White or somebody else? That playoff game pretty much assured all the voters that did vote for him and say, yep, I feel confident in that vote. He improved on his three-point range. He was just dynamic playmaker. He added a little bit of defense to his game. He was just a great player this year. We got Rookie of the Year, Victor Wembanyama. Like, I don't feel like I need to say anything. Chet Holmgren does not deserve to be in this. I realize. And here's my thing with this Rookie of the Year award. I don't like how players can get hurt the first year, not play a single game, come back the second season, and then still be in Rookie of the Year conversation. Like, Chet Holmgren got hurt the first year. I think before the season even started, I think he got hurt in like a pickup game with LeBron James or something like that. Correct me in the comments. But he got hurt in that game. This was his second season in the NBA. He's not a rookie. So he, in my eyes, would not get him the vote. Brandon Miller played good. He did great things with the Charlotte Hornets. But, like, it was very obvious. I think Victor Wembanyama, before he even stepped on the court this year, I think he could have probably not played a single game this year and still won Rookie of the Year. Hell, the fact that people were talking about him being in Defensive Player of the Year voting, and hell, even being in MVP voting, some people were going crazy saying, put him in MVP. Like, no, stop it. Please, get some help. But like I said, Rookie of the Year, yes. When it comes to Defensive Player of the Year, like I said, Victor Wembanyama, he got put in the voting. Rudy Gobert and Bam Adebayo. Obviously, Rudy Gobert was going to win. He's now a 4-time winner. He deserves it. He is, like, probably the best defensive player we've seen in like the past like 10 years. This man can play defense inside and out. He can hunt you down in the paint. He can stretch out and go out to the perimeter if he needs to. It just seems like if you want to score in the paint, you're going through Rudy Gobert. And Rudy Gobert has been locked down defense throughout these first 2 years. I think 2 years with the Minnesota. Anthony Edwards being able to just run things on offense. Cat can help out a little bit on defense and offense. And then Gobert can basically just say, I got the paint. Anybody that wants to score, you're not doing it today. Like I said, Wembanyama played good on defense. Bam played good on defense. The thing with Wembanyama is, with the Defense Player of the Year, everybody talk about, oh, look at all the blocks. Oh, look at all the blocks. He's blocking everything out of here. Dude, he's 7'4". And last up, we have the Kia NBA Most Valuable Player, the MVP, Nikola Jokic. I think he 100% deserves it. There were some analysts that were saying, oh, maybe Shai Gilgeous-Alexander should have won it. Some people said Luka should have won it. I think Luka had a great season. It's just the way you look at Jokic. I think the rebounds, the blocks, the steals, the assists, it adds up. Luka, he's a dominant scorer. He can score a lot. He can get assists. He can get some rebounds. But just the way you look at the Mavericks, Luka, I feel like, can walk off the court, and the Mavericks are still going to be fine with Kyrie Irving. You look at the Thunder and you say, take Shai off the court, they'd still be somewhat okay, but they would lose a little bit of firepower because of his just being a dominant scorer. When you look at the Thunder, if the Thunder doesn't have Jokic, this team is 1,000% different. The offense is different. The defense is different. Everything about this team, the rotations, the transitions, everything about this team, the way they run things, it would just be a completely different team. And we look at them as being like this 55, 56, sometimes even 60-win team. They wouldn't even probably get to like 40, 45 wins if they didn't have Jokic. The man was averaging like 26, 10, or like 26, 11, and 9, I want to say. 26 points, 10, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. Like, he just went juggernaut all the time. Not just this season, but last season he should have won it as well. But everybody wanted to give it Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid deserves it. If Jokic would have won it last year as well, he would have been back-to-back MVP winner. Like I said, he 100% deserves it. Shai could have gotten it, but I still would have went with Jokic. But other than that, that's my full reactions to all the NBA awards. Like I said, any one of these guys that were kind of listed on like who like was not voted to win it could have won it. There was a couple of them that I disagree with, like I said. So that's just my opinion. If you disagree with them, go ahead and leave me what you think about it in the comments. But other than that, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did go and enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you disagree with any of the opinions or any of the votes for MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved Player of the Year, any Rookie of the Year, any of the awards. If you disagree or agree with any of them, or maybe if you agree or disagree with anything I said, go ahead and leave your complete opinion down in the comment section down below. Be more welcome to talk about with you guys. If you're a fan of the content that I do poster and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so, and do not forget to hit that little notification bell. Be notified second I post. But without further ado, this has been Dylan Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.